In another life, I was a curriculum writer for the Schomburg Center. I researched and wrote a transatlantic slavery curriculum. And then there are also two other units. All these have all just been published. Those other units were written by Dr. Lauren O'Brien, who's a really incredible historian. And I thought, you know what? It's just out in the world, just in time for Black History Month. And with the world we're in, these are free resources for teachers. I'm going to highlight some of the sources. One of my favorite sources is Nancy, a Woman of Color. This is from 1828 from Arkansas Territory. So this is shortly after the Louisiana Purchase. Nancy is a free woman of color who was captured and imprisoned by this white man, Joseph Butler. And she ends up escaping and taking him to court, taking legal action, suing him for that false imprisonment and for damages. And she wins and she gets $2,000. And it's just this, it's in our Abolition as a Black-led movement chapter. And I think it's so important because so often how abolition is taught is as this like white cause of white people freeing enslaved Black people. But this is an amazing example of this Black woman not only fighting for her freedom, which like she also was already free, so there's a bit of nuance there, but taking legal action. And there's actually historical precedent for Black women using the courts to advocate for themselves. And so that's just, it's one document of many that I think challenges those narratives we hear and really puts that activism in the hands of free and enslaved Black people. And there's also one quote that I want to pull. Women were abolition's foot soldiers and, more controversially, its leaders and orators. In birthing the first women's rights movement, abolition again revealed its radical face. And I think that we see that through this document. Anyway, not the kind of content I normally create, but I am super happy that this curriculum is out here. And I really hope that if you're an educator, if you have young people in your lives, or if you're just curious to see some of the Schomburg Center's curriculum or collection, that you will take a look. Yeah, thanks.